Okay, so in this video, we're going to discuss about alkyne. So what is an alkyne? Alkynes are hydrocarbons containing at least one triple bond with a general formula, at least one triple bond, and it has a formula or a general formula of CN H2N minus 2, and a straight chain alkyne is named by adding the suffix YNE to the stem of an alkane. Okay, so how to get the molecular formula of an alkyne? So given here, carbon 2, using this formula here, CnH2n minus 2, let us substitute the given value of carbon. C, the value of N is 2, H, 2 times the value of N, which is 2, minus 2. So the molecular formula will be H2, H, 2 times 2, that is 4, minus 2, that is 2. Since there are two carbon atoms, the stem of an alkane is eth. Just add YNE because we're talking about alkyne. Okay, so the name will be ethyne, or that is also known as acetylene. Ethyne or acetylene is the simplest alkyne, the substance that gives a very high temperature when burned in an oxyacetylene torch. That is a device used in welding. Okay, so we have carbon 5. Substitution of the given number of carbon, we have C5, H2 times 5 minus 2. So the molecular formula will be carbon 5, 2 times 5, that is 10, minus 2, that is 8. So what is the name of an alkyne? Since it consists of 5 carbon atoms, so the stem is pent. And then just add YNE. So the name of an alkyne is pentyne for C5H8. Okay, given here the condensed structural formula of an alkyne. So what is the name of this alkyne? How are we going to name this one? Just count the number of carbon atoms. So we have 2. So therefore the stem is eth. Again, just add YNE to the stem. So the name of this structure here is ethyne. For our next example, we have CH3. C, the triple bond is here, and CH. So how are we going to name this condensed structural formula here? So again, look for the longest chain. So let us count the number of atoms. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And number the longest chain, starting at the carbon atom that contains a triple bond. So the triple bond is right here. So we will start numbering here. So 1, 2, and 3. So since this structure here contains 3 carbon atoms, so the stem is prop. And the YNE of an alkyne, so that is propyne. And the number of carbon atom that contains a triple bond is, dito po nagsimula sa carbon 1. So we have 1, propyne, or pwede na po hindi natin ilagay yung pyne, and that is simply propyne. Okay, so example letter C, we have the given here. So the first rule, look for the longest chain, or that is the parent chain. Let us count. So pwede tayo magsimula from the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is the longest chain. How about this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pa rin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The longest chain or the parent chain contains 7 carbon atoms. So the stem is hept. And then add the YNE of an alkyne. So that is heptyne. And then look for the triple bond. So, nasan siya banda? You will start numbering the longest chain starting at the carbon atom na mas malapit po dun sa triple bond. So, right here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, nasaan po yung triple bond? Makikita, nagsimula po sa second carbon atom. So, we will place here 2, my dash. And then, look for the substituent. What are the name of the substituent? So, we have, right here, we have one methyl here. And here, we have an ethyl because there are 2 carbon atoms. So, in the number 4, we have ethyl. In the number 6 at carbon atom, we have methyl. So, sino po yung nauna? So, again, arrange sa substituent in alphabetical order. So, nauna po si ethyl. And then, nasusunod po si methyl. So, we have methyl. Nasa carbon number 6. And then, ethyl. Nasa carbon number 4. So, the name of that structure here is 4-ethyl, right here, in the number 4 carbon atom. 6-methyl. So, we have here 6-methyl, nasa number 6 carbon atom, we have methyl. Lalagyan po natin ng dash dito. And then the triple bond is located starting at the second carbon atom right here. And the name of the parent chain or the longest chain is heptine. So 4-ethyl, 6-methyl, 2-heptine is the name. Okay, so how about using this skeletal structure? So again, let us look for the parent chain or the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So still, the longest chain contains 7 carbon atoms. So that is pent, or rather hept, sorry. So we have hept. And then the Y and E of an alkyne. So look for the bond or the triple bond. So doon tayo magsisimula sa carbon na pinakamalapit sa triple bond. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the end point or the starting point of a triple bond, dito po nagsimula sa second carbon atom. So we have 2. And then, we have methyl here and we have ethyl here. So sinong mauna? According to alphabetical order. So we have methyl. Methyl. Nasa number 6 carbon atom. And then we have ethyl. Nasa 4th carbon atom. So the name of the structures again is just the same with our example kanina using the condensed structural formula. So 4-ethyl, 6-methyl, 2-heptine is the name of this structure. Okay, so this time we will draw or write the structural formula given the name. So look for the parent chain. The parent chain is hexine. So meaning to say the stem hex contains 6 carbon atoms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the triple bond is located, saan po makikita? Sa third carbon atom po nag-start. So 1, 2, 3. We have here the triple bond. Pwede rin naman tayo sa kabila. 1, 2, 3. So ganun din. It's just the same kahit saan tayo magsimula. So look for the substituent. The substituent is a methyl. How many methyl? We have tri. So therefore we have 3. Saan makikita ang carbon atoms? So number 5. So let us number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In carbon number 5, we have methyl, CH3. Carbon number 2, we have methyl. Then another methyl in carbon number 2. So we have CH3 here. Again, so the structural formula given this name is this one for the 2,2,5 trimethyl 3-hexane. Alright, for our second example in writing the structural formula of an alkyne. So given here is 3-ethyl, 4-methyl, 1-pentyne. So again, look for the parent chain. The parent chain is pentyne. The name is pentyne. So the stem is bent, so therefore there are 5 carbon atoms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the triple bond is located, ito po, at the first carbon atom or in the first carbon atom. So, pwede ako magsimula dito, pwede rin naman sa kabila. So, dito ako magsisimula. Okay? So, I will write a number, the longest chain. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, look for the substituent. What are the substituents? So, we have methyl. On the fourth carbon atom, we have methyl, CH3. On the third carbon atom, we have ethyl. So, right here. So, 1 and 2. So, we have CH3. Again, so the structural formula for 3-ethyl 4-methyl 1-pentyne is this one. So, let us now discuss cycloalkane. Cycloalkanes are cycloaliphatic hydrocarbons in which the carbon atoms are connected by single bond. So, single bond lang siya with a general formula of CN, H2N, and to name a cycloalkane, we will be using the prefix cyclo. To the name of the alkane having the same number of carbon atom as the ring. So let us have an example. So how are we going to name this cycloalkane here that contains 3 carbon atoms? So every point again of this structure contains carbon atoms. So we can also represent that one ng ganito lang. Triangle lang. So, let us count the longest chain. So, it contains 3 carbon atoms. So, 1, 2, 3. So, the stem is propane. The name is propane because it contains single bond. And we will use cyclo here. So, the name of this structure here is cyclopropane. Okay, so how about this cycloalkane here? What is the name of this one? So let us count the parent chain. How many carbon atoms? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So since it contains 4 carbon atoms, so the name is butane. And do not forget to write cyclo. So the name of this one is cyclobutane. Okay, so for our next example, we have here this structure of cycloalkane. So let us write, since there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so the parent chain contains 5 carbon atoms, so therefore that is pentane. And then do not forget to write the prefix cyclo. And then we have a substituent here. The name is methyl. How many methyls? We have 2. So 1 and 2. So we will use the prefix di. So in what carbon atoms? Saan po nakakonect yung ating mga substituents? So let us number. Pwede po tayo mag-start dito or dito. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in carbon number 3 and carbon number 1, we have methyl. So we have 3 and then 1. So the name of this structure here of this cycloalkane is 1,3-dimethylcyclopentane.